Hey, what's up, folks? It's a we just lost the frickin' Super Bowl edition of Panther Fan Talk. And I'm Will. Eric's not able to make it. We're a few days late because, quite frankly, this isn't an easy video to do. Congratulations to Denver. Obviously, they took it to us. We were outplayed pretty much start to finish, and that's, basically all there was to it as far as what happened on the field. But in my mind, there was a couple reasons, but there was one main reason. And anybody that's watched the show for a while, they know I'm not the biggest Ron Rivera fan anyways, but we were outcoached. We were outplayed because we were outcoached. Our coaching staff did a horrible job of putting our players in a position to succeed. We've got a two-time Coach of the Year award winner in Ron Rivera, and he is great at getting the players ready to play as far as emotionally, generally speaking, but dude absolutely sucks when it comes to X's and O's, in my opinion. And we were able to go, 17-1 going into this game in spite of that fact. And you go back a couple weeks, he had finally, brought me over to his side. Like, I thought maybe, with the players that we had and the way he coached, obviously it was working out. But when you come into a game and the other team goes straight down the field with an anemic offense like Denver's, and they're able to get 3 points, yeah, we stiffened up at the in the red zone, but that shows they were better prepared. The first few plays are scripted, the first, 20 or so. Well, you get a chance to get that back at halftime. Well, and Denver's offense was twice able to go down the field and score. And it was the two times that they had the most amount of time to prepare for their drive. Before the game and before the half. And that's just a direct result of coaching. Then you go to the fact that what everybody saw, I wasn't the only one screaming at the TV. Why did we just run up the middle over and over and over on first down? You go to the second half, again, after you've had time to adjust. 7 times we ran the ball straight up the gut. Not even any attempt at any kind of misdirection, read action, nothing. 7 of 11 of our runs, first down, straight up the middle. That doesn't take a genius play caller to realize this isn't working. They're blitzing from the outside constantly, either running stunts to the middle or coming around the edge. You got to try to beat them with that. I know there's a lot of people screaming we should have thrown screen passes. I wasn't even on that bandwagon. We're not very good at throwing the screen. But there's an obvious answer, and that's pass the ball where they're blitzing from. They're sending the outside guys, throw the slant. But don't worry, our coaching staff was good enough to figure that out. So we threw 2 slants for 28 yards. But don't worry, we didn't go back to it because that's too obvious. Why make the easy plays? We can just hand it up the middle and get prepared for our 2nd 8 or 2nd 12, depending on what happens. It was just a horrible job of coaching all the way around. To allow that to continue to happen for an entire game is just unbelievable. I understand we had some horrible things go wrong that don't usually happen. Tolbert fumbled twice. Cotchery dropped 3 passes. That's like, 2 more than he had on the season. You don't expect those things to happen, and if they don't happen, yeah, maybe we again overcome those coaching deficiencies the same way we have all season. But at some point, the coaching has to be good enough to where our players can make mistakes and we can overcome it. Instead, we have to play perfect to overcome the coaching staff, in my opinion. There's one thing that I can't put on the coaches, though, and that's Ted Ginn. What the heck are you doing, dude? Gonna run a crossing route, catch a pass, you got to step, okay, you stumble. You're one of the fastest guys in the NFL, it's a safety. You've got the corner, turn it, and go toward the end zone. If they stop you 5 yards, that field goal by Gano that missed goes through. That's if you get 5 more yards. He's got 15 easy, and he's probably going to score if he's not a freaking pansy. But obviously he is. He had a punt, dances around, and then realizes he has nowhere to go, so he starts literally holding the ball out in front of him, trying to get it to cross the freaking sideline like he's crossing the plane to the goal line. Just desperately trying to keep anybody from touching him. I know he's a deep threat, but next season, I'm praying that we get rid of him. Or do what Arizona did with him and just make him a return man. Yeah, he had 10 touchdowns, but Philly Brown can fill that role, in my opinion, with a deep threat. We're going to have Funchess and Benjamin back on the outside. That's sure 1, 2, and 3, in my opinion, coming into next season. But back to the Super Bowl. The other big issue was what Cam did. You know, he didn't go for the fumble. That, you know, I have no explanation for. I just think he, you know, habit-wise, saw people low at his knees, so he pulled back. And he even pretty much said as much afterwards. But the whole him leaving the press conference, we all know about that at this point. Obviously, Peyton Manning didn't even shake hands after his loss to the Saints. Nobody cared. Cam's going to get criticized. He's got to understand that he's going to get criticized. But back to the coaching staff. Ron Rivera had time to prep him for what to say after that happened. Had to fly back home. You know it's going to come back up. He still didn't have Cam ready and prepped. No, none of the coaching staff did. Plus, you had the fumble issue. Rivera came out and said, well, he was waiting for the ball to squirt back out. Why didn't he relay that to Cam? Why would Cam not come right back and say, yeah, coach was right. I thought the ball was going to squirt loose. I was trying to stay on my feet and have a chance to get it and make a play. No. Nobody bothers to even tell Cam that that'd be a good idea. Do I think what Cam did was wrong? No. Does most of the Panther fans think what he did was wrong? No. But why allow this fire to keep having fuel thrown on it when, as a coaching staff, you can put it out by just talking to your player? Oh, that's right, because you're Ron Rivera and you have no abilities as a coach. But, defense played great. So, honestly, we moved the ball better than they did. They just made the impact plays. Special teams and defense. They scored 6 points on offense, realistically. Other than that, it was all set up special teams and defense. So, there's really not a lot to complain about there. Coney Ely coming into next season should be a starter, but again, you go back to Rivera, who the frick knows if he's going to be starting or not, because, you know, he had 5 straight games with a sack this season and still got benched instantly for Charles Johnson, who wasn't even in game shape. So hopefully, you know, we'll be able to put some stuff together, come back next season. But as for the Super Bowl, man, ultimately we made it there. We weren't supposed to. So congratulations to the Panthers on doing what almost nobody thought they could do coming into the season. Congratulations again to the Broncos. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll keep putting out videos through the off season. I know we got one coming up soon about our needs and everything, so we'll look forward to that. And look forward to winning the South and being back in the Super Bowl again next year. Check us out at Panther Fan Talk on Twitter, at Eric the 6'5". I don't know why I pointed beside me because he's not there, but check him out on Twitter. And as always, keep pounding.